You're welcome to Crown Prince TV channel. Subscribe, like, and share the video. Thank you for joining. Gentlemen, dearly beloved subscribers of Crown Prince TV and UAAG Grant, patriotic citizen of Federal Republic of Nigeria, and to whom it may concern about this UAAG Grant disbursement. Uh, I wanted to share this video viral. Let it go viral. Let it get to everyone or everybody that subscribe to UAG grants, or those people that has been on grant business, grant community for years, since the day of SEM till now. Let this video or this audio get to every one of them, because the good news is here at last. The good news is here at last. God has answered our prayer, and He is determined to favor us. He has decided to favor us. Yeah, this is the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in our sight. There is no doubt that this grant that we have long awaited and expected to be disbursed to us will finally be disbursed next week. Yes, this audio that I'm about to play to you is the recorded audio, or it's an audio that was recorded during the meeting of Apostle Dr. NWAKAMA and the other stakeholders that are signatory to the accounts that the money will be paid to, for the Nigerian masses or grant subscribers to be disbursed to. Three major accounts that CBN requested for them to deposit the money into the account. The signatory to those accounts, which is Apostle Dr. Ken Wakama, Comrade Abdul Razak, the Jama Machine, which is the president of AGPGN, and the third other person, I think, is Awopeton, or one other person, the third account. They were present in the meeting yesterday, and a lot was said. Okay, and the long and short of the whole story of the meeting, was still pointing to the fact that the money will be disbursed next week. Even though they didn't come out verbally or directly to say it directly, okay. But if you are intelligent enough to read the handwriting on the wall, you will have been able to decode it, that that is what is going to happen. But we don't expect them to own up or to come out publicly and say the money will be disbursed at so date. They will not mention dates, and it's not even wise for them to do that, to mention a specific date that the money will be disbursed. No, but reading between the line, I am of opinion that based on what was said and the way the meeting went yesterday, Apostle Dr. Ken Wakama spoke, the Jama Machine, that's the president of AGPGN too, spoke. The third person was not really present at the meeting, for the reason that is best known to it. Probably, it was no chance to come onto the meeting. But the major people that the masses even want to hear their name, want to hear from them, came on the meeting, which is the Jama Machine and Apostle Dr. Ken Wakama. Okay, those are the most important people that Nigerians or the subscribers of this grant want to hear their voice, and they were all there and they spoke, and it was so pleasant. As a matter of fact, the the Secretary General of AGPGN was the one that rounded up the meeting, and he made mention of something that's very strong, something that is so key and is very, very, exciting and interesting, which has to do with the speculation going round on the airspace concerning the sharing formula. A lot of speculation is going on, saying the money that we're expecting, the beneficiary, that the beneficiary will be given 100,000 naira, and even bundle heads will be given 1 million, or something of that nature. And they said the beneficiaries of this grant will be taking home 100,000 naira, because the money that will be disbursed this time around, it's so small. It's so small compared to what we were told initially, or what we were told at the beginning of the whole process, that we are expecting big money. Okay, but the speculation making rounds on social media these days, is that the money we expected, or the money that will be given by the CBN to the prospective accounts that are signatory to the disbursement, will be small. The money we're expecting is small compared to what we expected, what we were told that will be given before. So as a result of that, the whole thing will be slashed down, and it's only one bundle that will be given to each NGO. And as a result of that, the money that will be going to bundle heads, the bundle heads will be treated like beneficiaries. Okay, there is nothing like beneficiary anymore. Is the bundle head that will replace beneficiary, and what their take home is going to be is a million naira, and the beneficiary under them will be taking home 100,000 naira. This is what has been on social media as a speculation. All right, but in the meeting last night, which is the stakeholder meetings that was held on the platform of AGPGN, All Grand Pressure Group of Nigeria, Livingstone, Comrade Livingstone, the Secretary General of AGPGN, was the one that rounded up the meeting, and he mentioned it categorically clearly that speculation was wrong. It is not true. It's never going to be like that. That the money that we're expecting is still as huge or as big as what we were told earlier. Nothing has changed. There's not going to be any slashing. There's not going to be any deduction, and nothing like slashing. That everybody will take home the money that we're expecting. That the money that we're expecting is big. So let us cancel and erase out all those made believe and hearsay that is making rounds on social media about the sharing formula. I keep telling us on this channel, as you, the subscriber, or my subscriber on this channel, I keep telling us in our meeting and most of the video that I make, okay, that there is nothing like that. There is nothing like that. Even the chairman of the disbursement committee of UAAG that spoke about 3 days ago concerning this matter was not saying it categorically clearly. It was a deliberation that, should in case the money that comes is like this, based on the rumor that we are hearing, if the money was not is not what we expect it to be, this and this and this might be what will happen. Might be. He didn't say categorically clearly that that's exactly what is going to happen. No, he said it might be. It's just preparing the ground and preparing our minds towards that, in the sense that they were not being told, the certain amounts that will be paid into the accounts of the NGOs. So that's the reason for that deliberation that the chairman committee of the development committee said 3 days ago. But to God be the glory. In the meeting, or at the meeting last night, it was spelled out by Livingstone, the Secretary General of the organization, that the money we're expecting is big. And since he said that, and that was the last thing he said before he signed off, or he signed out of the meeting, that the money is big. So we should not change our mind. We should not be we should not be weighed down or be discouraged or be worried about slashing or the formula, the sharing formula that is reduced. There is nothing like reduction or slashing. The money is still intact. The big one that we're expecting is still what is intact, and that is what is going to be disbursed. So he said it yesterday, and it was so soothing, it was so interesting, and everybody's mind, was down, and I thank God for that. Okay, so bottom line is that there's the green light is still shining. There is no doubt about the fact that this money will be disbursed next week by the grace of God. In my own view, it might end up not being the date that was speculated that the money will be disbursed, which is either Monday or Tuesday. Okay, it might end up not being that. I am not even of the opinion that everybody should put that to mind that it will be on Monday or Tuesday. Let's just give them the whole of next week, at least till Friday. Till Friday. And I know that by the special grace of God, it will not elude, it will not pass next week by the grace of God. So let's continue praying and let's continue trusting and hoping, that it will happen. God has begun a good work. We perfect it or complete it for us. So without further ado, let me just play to us, little about what transpired in the meeting. So now let's hear from Apostle Ken Wakama himself. I will just play it little. I play some of it, and I play the one of the German machine. Okay. From where he stopped, we have a lot to say. No, sorry. Yeah, you hear me? This is Apostle Ken. Good evening, sir. Yes, we can hear you now, sir. We can hear you now. All right. Good evening, sir. You're welcome. All right. Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, sir. I want to thank every one of you Nigerians for your patience, just as Mr. President said earlier. Nigeria is a wonderful country. We are very tough. We can manage any situation. Some of the things we endure in other countries, you see people dying and falling on the street. But God has been with us. He made us very strong. He made us very strong because we are great people. I want to thank every one of you for your patience. And I decided to be in this meeting with my whole heart, just to let you know that what speculated in the social media a few weeks ago was not exactly the way it is. So many things, exaggerations happened. But I want to let you know that as it is today, we don't have any problem. All ground pressure group and myself, my person, are not different. All ground pressure group and UAAG. Now leave this thing. Of which I am country director, are not different. We've been working together for a very long time. But one thing you should know, every mature man should understand that nothing good comes so easy. We don't expect the devil to fold his hand and be clapping for us as we are making progress to what we have been pushing for. We have been in this pursuit of these grants for a long time now. And we've been working together, meeting and strategizing together until God opened door through a channel from this same all ground pressure group that shows the light of what we have been pursuing, where we can be boldly said, yes, we have gotten the right people, and the process continued. A few weeks ago, the devil threw a bomb in our midst, scatter everything. But I thank God that he did not succeed. As it is now, we don't have any issue. But there's something I want to touch here concerning the whole saga. People were alleging greed and all manners of things. A lot of people were preaching to me. A lot of people were calling names of all grand pressure group and even myself for our greed and sharing. Nigerians will have never had misunderstanding over anything called finance between me and all grand pressure group. This is truth that God is a witness. So that was a great misconception. It was not because of money. It was not interest of anybody, but a misunderstanding in working with the team. But a few days ago, we were in Lagos. While I was still in my house, strategizing how to be in Lagos, make up Nancy, somebody called me
I hope you are in Lagos now. Nigeria is a very wonderful place. In Grand Community, no secret. And I was very mad with this place because I have not discussed any of my trip anyway. That is the country we find ourselves, no secret in this Grand Community. Nigerians, I want everybody to be calm. Control yourself. God has already taken over. We spent 2 or 3 days in Lagos with the authority because we called them to come and intervene. And they came, invite us to come to Lagos. And we had a meeting, everybody lay his anger and differences on the table. Believe you me, we sort out ourselves. Yesterday, documents were signed. And this is what we have not done before. Most of the time, we think it's already over, only for another thing to surface, not in our hand. But at this point in time, we can boldly tell you we have done everything. It is now left for the government, the authority we are working with, who told us to go, they will get back to us. And by the grace of God, getting back to us will not be long. And it's coming with a good news. So Nigerians, keep on praying for us. We don't have this money in our hand or in the particular the account where the money is supposed to be. As the country director of UAAG, the money is not in my hand. It's not in the hand of all Grand Pressure Group, nor the president Abdul. This is wrong accusation against us. People have been bombarding me with all manners of message, how great, why are you keeping the money? Nigeria, we're not talking about 1 naira here that an individual can keep. We are in a situation very tough. Let it not brainwash us, remove our brain sense of reasoning. No single person can collect the money and keep. The money we're talking about grand, and people bringing it to us are not ordinary people. They are doing what they're supposed to do. So this money is not yet with us. But we can boldly tell you, we left Lagos and arrived today, that all is well. In a short while, Nigerians will hear good news. It's not when we say you fix a date by yourself, say that we have fixed a date. We didn't fix a date until we receive it. Neither me nor Grand Pressure will have not fixed any date. Please, I beseech you, if we can maintain calm and quietness in a few moments, we shall shout the shout of joy. God has done a great thing. That is why I decided to be the meeting to let you know there's no problem between me, UAAG, or an all Grand Pressure Group. It was the devil who stirred up all those to tear us into pieces. But thank God that our mind and our vision, our heart desire is one, to get this grant, give it to Nigeria, so that we too will also rest. We've been on fire for over a year concerning this very UAG grant. I want to beseech every one of you to keep on thanking God and praying, and what God has done, He will finish it. For our differences, there was no problem anymore. We have settled ourselves. Name calling and accusation, please keep it one place. It will not do us any good. We're all working for one particular purpose. Thank you so much, and God bless every one of you. I'm believing God, in a moment from now, there shall be shout of joy in Nigeria.
Amen. You have heard the CD himself, Apostle Dr. NWAKAMA. His final summit was that in a moment from now, we shall have the shout of joy and jubilation in Nigeria. Believe you me, ladies and gentlemen, this money will be disbursed next week by the special grace of God. It will not it will not exceed next week. It is not exceed next week. It might not be that Tuesday or Monday, like it's been speculated that we should be expecting it. But I am of the opinion, with strong belief in God that is able to do all things, that it will not pass next week, even if it's not Tuesday or Monday. I know it will not pass next week by the grace of God. Let's hear from Jama Menshin, the president of All Grand Pressure Group of Nigeria.
Meeting is more or less a starting point of what the subsequent action that will be required to be done for disbursement to commence. On that note, if I made, let me say warning, as well advised last time. There are some people who are finding a gap or an opportunity from the issue at hand to express their